What's up guys, macadii here, and today guys, a brand new team building video. Well, what we're going to be doing is building around Mega Aerodactyl for OU. So I'm really excited for this. If you guys are excited as well, don't forget to leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it. We will be doing a live stream with the team when I get back, so I'm really excited for that. It's probably going to be a few weeks from now, but should be really good. It gives you guys enough time to check out the team, give it a go, and let me know how to change it from there. So let's jump straight into the set. We have got a Mega Aerodactyl set. I am a big fan of Pursuit Mega Aerodactyl. It's so good because you can, it's so fast, it outspeeds pretty much everything in the tier, and it forces a lot of switches. So being able to get that Pursuit with that, especially when you get the Tough Claws as well, really nice, and allows you to trap things like the Lati Twins and stuff like that. We've got Stone Edge there because Stone Edge gives us really nice Rock Stab. We've got Aerial Ace, Aqua Tail, and then finally Pursuit. We could run Ice Fang on here, but I think Aqua Tail works a little bit better. That's just my opinion. We do have a bit of a weakness to things like Sizzle and stuff like that because we can't really touch it. They can switch in very easily to a Stone Edge. Relatively easy to Stone Edge, but there are other two moves they can very easily. So that's something we will have to remedy. We have got absolutely max speed on there with a tiny bit in defense and absolute max speed. So that means we're going to be reaching 150 speed, which is just absolutely crazy. I think only Mega Alakazam speed ties with us, and that's it. So we're going to be outspeeding everything in the metagame. So that's really cool. So what I was thinking about, something that could be quite interesting, is that obviously I said steel types are a big problem for Aerodactyl. We can't do much to Ferrothorns. With this spread, we can't do tons to Heatran and a few other things. So I wanted to think of something that would be able to trap that, and also Sizzles as well. Mega Sizzle could be a big problem. So I want a dual trapping core of this plus Magnezone, because I think that could be a really interesting core. I'm going to go for Choice Specs. Choice Specs is my weapon of choice on this guy, personally, just because it hits a lot harder. Ferrothorns don't then wall you potentially, because if they get the Leech Seed off, your Hidden Power Fires don't do as much and stuff like that. So we're going to go for the standard Magnezone spread with Volt Switch, Hidden Power Fire, Flash Cannon, and Thunderbolt. So really nice trapping core from there. So what we need to think about now is think of a really nice core that pairs well and allows us to beat things that Aerodactyl and Magnezone can't handle. So one thing that does spring to mind is that Weavile could be a really big problem. We also need to think of something that's going to work well alongside that. One thing I think would be quite nice would be Clefable. That starts building our Dragon Steel Fairy core. So let's have a look and see. I want to go for more standard spread with this Clefable, but I need to try and work out which one to go for. So we could go for the Calm Mind plus Magic Guard. I think we could go for Stealth Rock Setter. That might work better. The other option is the Unaware Wall, because that would help stop setup. Overall, I think we're going to go for, we could go for Unaware Wall. Or do we just go for Stealth Rock Setter? I think we're going to go for Stealth Rock Setter. So we can import that, and I think that's the best way to go, because this gives us a guy that's bulky. We've got, we already got Magnezone to switch into Steel types, so we can trap the Steel types that stop Clefable, so we don't really need that Fire Blast. We've got the Thunder Wave there, which allows us to speed control, which helps a lot with Magnezone, and also Aerodactyl. We can speed control and stort out those Scarfers. Aerodactyl's going to have a really good time. So, just one like tweak there. Okay, fantastic. I'm really happy with that set. Now what we need to think about is something along the more sort of specially defensive side. And I think a Pokemon that works really well alongside Clefable could be Heatran. But I want to go for maybe a slightly more offensive Heatran and play a bit more of an offensive card on this guy. And I think if I remember rightly, there is a Air Balloon set that I really like the look of. It's this set here, the offensive set. This also gives us a check to Megazard X as well, because if it gets up to +1, at the minute we are in a spot of bother. But Heatran allows us to actually, he can't EQ us because of the Air Balloon. We can take a Dragon Claw, and we can do a really good amount back with an Earth Power. So I think that's probably our best way to go. We don't have to run Stealth Rock on this guy. So we can go for some other form of coverage. That being said, I'm not 100% sure what we want to go for. We could go for Taunt. Taunt would allow us to put a lot more pressure on things like Clefable and any other walls and stuff like that. So I think that's what we're going to go for from there. So we've got our sort of semi-defensive core. I know Heatran's not specially defensive, but we've got a sort of bulky core going on from there. What I think would be nice would be some sort of defogging option, especially with Aerodactyl not having Roost. And we could finish off our Dragon Steel Fairy core now by going for a either Latias or Latios. Personally, I prefer Latios. I think I prefer that extra bit of damage. We're going to go for the standard, where is it? The Life Orb Attacker set. I think, I don't like the Him Power Fire on there. I prefer Roost, but we're going to go for that. And I'll change it round, because I'm not a big fan, because the trouble is with HP Fire is I don't need it because I've got Magnezone. We also lose out on those speed IVs as well, if I remember rightly. So we're going to get rid of Him Power Fire. We're going to go for Roost. I like having some sort of form of recovery on this guy. We have got that 31 IVs, so that's great. Because what it does is with HP Fire, it takes you down to 30 speed IVs, which means you no longer reach 350 speed, which means all other Latioses can outspeed you. A lot of base 110s are in the OU tier, so it's not good to be able to, for them to guaranteed outspeed you. So I'd rather not have that, if I must admit. So what we're seeing now is we still have a bit of a weakness to, most notably, Weavile to an extent, especially if it's got Poison Jab. So I want something that's a really good check to that, and also gives me something that I can spam water-type moves. But I don't think Volcanion's going to fit this team very well, because we don't want to risk having too many things weak to rocks. I think Keldeo fits this team very, very well. We can go for a Choice Scarf Keldeo then, I think is our best bet. So we're going to go for Hydro Pump, Secret Sword, not Secret Power, Secret Sword, Icy Wind, and then finally Scald as our Choice Scarf, because this guy outspeeds a lot of things. This also gives me another good check to Megazard X, because I can outspeed at +1, and a Hydro Pump should be doing quite a lot of damage. So we're going to go for a Timid Nature. 0 IVs put in automatically, that's great. So the Choice Scarf in there means we're going to be outspeeding a lot of the tiers. That's very, very nice from there. That's got 0 IVs. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the team as it stands. I don't see anything massively glaring in terms of weaknesses, so let me know, guys, if I have missed anything and any changes that you do suggest. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.